So we are about to witness what is probably the most brutal chapter in Dragon Ball Super, and
It is glorious!
Vegeta gets big banged, Goku gets fisted, and Piccolo is blasted by Moro's cannon. Subscribe. So we have here some glorious leaks as well as translations. Special thanks to Dragon Ball Hype on Twitter again for these translations and summary of the chapter. As we've seen from the preview images, Vegeta essentially gets back up from Moro beating him down to the ground. He's pissed, but he can't even lay a hit on Moro. If he could lay a hit on Moro, then he could just split him with his, Force Spirit Fission. And Moro basically says that he doesn't suffer from the 30-minute time limit because essentially 7-3's copy just went back to its original owner, which is Moro. However, with Piccolo and Vegeta's copy, that may be a different story. But new plot details, Dende decides to head down to the battlefield and help out. It's funny because when I saw the leaks, I thought, where the hell is Dende? Get him down there stat. But what he says here is, Eska, Popo, I leave this place to you. And I'm thinking, oh, is that foreshadowing his death? Like, I don't know if I would like it if Dende died and then Eska became the new Guardian of Earth. Of course, that would be an interesting relationship between Vegeta and Eska, because Vegeta saved Eska's life back on New Namek. So what I predicted and hoped would happen is that Piccolo, Gohan, and Goku work together using teamwork to essentially blow off one of Moro's arms. Now this is very impressive. Like, Piccolo holds Moro's legs and then Gohan uses a galactic donut kind of thing, which is interesting because Goku used that in Dragon Ball Z in the fight with Majin Vegeta to hold Vegeta in that cliff, if you remember. And so essentially Piccolo says, Goku, do it now, and Goku does a Kamehameha and blows off Moro's arm. And this is where it gets crazy. Moro, not only does he use Piccolo's copy to regenerate, but he regenerates his arm through Goku's fucking chest. This is officially the best use of regenerating an arm we have ever seen, and it's not even from a Namekian. But this entire scene is amazingly done. We've got Moro just completely unaffected by his arm getting blown off, and he's just slowly walking toward Goku, and Goku doesn't even know what to do. He's like, oh my god, this guy, I just blew off his arm, and he's just brushing it off like it's nothing. And then it almost looks like he gets up to try to dodge the strike, but Moro's like, nope, regeneration. And the brutality in the agony in Goku's face is amazing in this panel. And I love how you got those classic Dragon Ball-ish squiggly lines in the back, and everybody's shocked. And it is amazing how Goku just flops down like a fucking rag doll at Moro's feet. He's done. He is completely done. You can't do freaking Mastered Ultra Instinct like that. If he does, that would be really stupid, to be honest. But as we see, that's not what happens, as it basically becomes an all-out struggle for survival. Dende reaches out to Piccolo telepathically saying he's gonna come heal them, but Moro, and this is a good callback to when Goku was trying to sense him out with his, 2 fingers on his forehead kind of thing, and Moro sensed him. Moro gets in on their little conversation. He's like, no, you're not gonna come heal them, and he creates a barrier around them, which I'm not sure why that was necessary. He could have just zapped him and killed them just like that and not worried about it. But that creates a shit ton of tension. How, you think that Dende's gonna come heal them so everything's gonna be okay, but it's not, because they can't even get to them. In 17 and 18, they tried attacking, and Moro just freaking finger guns both of their freaking faces from behind his back. This is so freaking awesome, man. And the paneling itself is seeing a big improvement, at least from these leaks. There's not a billion panels. Case in point, Gohan attacking in anger after his father falls, only to be Battle of Gods by Moro. If you remember Battle of Gods, Gohan fans were not happy when freaking Beerus knocked Gohan out with Majin Buu, and I think in the movie, I forgot how he fell to the movie, but it was probably just one stupid hit. So Piccolo and Jaco have an interesting little back and forth, and it basically comes down to Piccolo going to commit suicide and blow himself up. And I honestly, in all honesty, I do not think Piccolo is strong enough, even with self-destructing, to destroy Moro or even maybe hurt him by using self-destruct. But at any rate, he doesn't even get that far, because boom, right through the stomach with a freaking special beam cannon. We have needed more larger panels to accentuate like really big moments, and you know, this chapter is chock full of really big moments, but there's a lot of really big moments in past chapters that have had this like itty bitty little panel because it's just so clustered with other little minor things going on. This here, 3 images, perfect. And we know Piccolo's probably fine because he can regenerate the hole in his stomach. Goku, however, cannot regenerate the giant gaping hole in his chest. So, as Dende desperately tries to enter the barrier, suddenly a hole opens and he can enter. I wonder what happened. He looks back and sees an angel. It's not over yet, God of Earth, Dende. Meanwhile, Moro approaches Jaco, but says that he doesn't have any interest in his life energy as it's too weak anyway, so it's not necessary to keep him alive. Jaco desperately shoots with his gun toward Moro as suddenly a second shot appears, hitting Moro. It was Merus in his Galactic Patrol clothes. Moro says, Aren't you Galactic Patrol? Bum, bum, bum. As predicted, Merus shows up at the end of this chapter to save the day. So this is going to make it so that Dende can go heal the others, and both Vegeta and Goku are probably going to get Zenkai boosts. I wonder if that's going to be a factor at all. But geez, this is amazing. This chapter is looking really good, like possibly one of the best, if not the best chapter in the Moro arc, especially when it comes down to the epic tension that is just permeating the whole thing, at least based on these leaks and preview images and summary. So really good stuff. I really hope that we get a Merus versus Moro. I hope that, and I'm wondering how Merus got away from Whis, because last time we saw they were hanging out together. So I'm wondering if Whis and Beerus are nearby. Bum, 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 bum. So drop your thought waves down in the comments below. As always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you at the Chapter 62 review. And I'll get that. I have work that day, but I'll try to get the review up as quick as possible. We'll see how that goes. But thanks for watching and sticking around. Take it easy.